Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this brand new episode of Building Benji's Movie Park 2. I am delighted to see you once again join our video. Today we're gonna build some pretty cool stuff. In fact, I'm gonna build what you guys have requested. Let's get straight into the first one, that being, please get a Western themed avatar. How did I not think of that? Be right back. Well, here you go. It looks a bit strange, but I guess it is Western. There's this backpack with a bunch of stuff on it. I don't even know. It's Western, that's what it's all about. On to the next suggestion, some small rides, maybe. Well, that is actually a pretty good point, because what if right on this spot in the middle, we add a carousel? There you go. Wouldn't that just look absolutely lovely? Just right about there. Of course, we have to make this work somehow with the landscape around it, but for now, at least we know this is going to be here. I will put the entrance right here and the exit right next to it. There you go. These aren't going to be all that visible, I guess, but for now they should be there. Otherwise, we can't put it on testing, which is of course fun to have it like spin around as we build. Similarly to the plane ride, let's remove the fences using these simple blocks like that, and then let's see how we're gonna cover this up nicely. To be fair, we can just kind of use the same method we used over at the plane ride, just like this, to kind of cover it up. Just a simple circle, pretty large, and then around this we can actually put just rocks. Now right beside it I will make a staircase that goes right around it in a very nice curved manner. Then we shall paint that wood. Ooh, and then the exit is going to be right on the other side, symmetrical, nice, we like it that way. Then here we shall add a nice edge around it for some fun detail. First of all, however, let's actually fix the colors of this carousel itself, because this is not fantastic. Let's try and make this a Western kind of theme. The saddles have to be brown, obviously. The thing itself, maybe a nice dark red, classic kind of look. You can even change the horses? Oh, that's lovely. Let's make brown horses. I love it. See, now it just looks a bit more classic, a bit more taken care of. Let's carry on. I'm gonna go for a gold kind of look for these edges. Just gotta figure out what's the best kind of tint. Gold, I guess. This kind of desaturated matches pretty nicely with the carousel itself. And to this edge, we can just add a bunch of details. What if we do the opposite colors though? So this is gold and the rest is red. I kind of like that better. The only truly painful thing is these corners. I don't know how to cover these up nicely. Maybe if we just put like a giant object here on both sides, maybe. Covering up these fences should be relatively easy. I will put a block of about this size on there, and the same thing on this side. And on top of these, I will make the control panels, the control stalls. In here, we'll leave a little doorway so they can actually enter. I'll add a bunch of these nice railings and just details to it, I guess. And using some poles, I'm going upwards, and then maybe the roof we can make similar to the top of the carousel. That could be fun. Although it also will be a bunch of work, I think. Let's try it though. First, a round circular roof. Round and circular, pretty much the same thing. And with a little bit of luck, I can make the roof work using these triangles, but this is gonna be a stretch for sure. I would still, however, really like to try. This won't be perfect, but I think it will look pretty decent in the end. If it works, that is. And these we can all paint in the correct given colors. The same, of course, as the carousel itself. Oh, and these quarter circles we can use for these flaps. These flappy thingies. Dude, I can't believe this actually works. Would have been a massive waste of time if it didn't. For the details on the side, there's not much we can do, but we can always just try adding some of these spheres, so there's at least something there. And well, there you go. That is the simple control panel. This other one, I'm actually not sure what this is supposed to be. And a last touch for right now, at least, I'm gonna add a fence around it, just like this. And then we'll leave it because we have other stuff to do as well. Besides, this entire area around it is still completely bare, so we will come back to it. Even the kind of cross style, there you go. Oh, that looks nice though. Well, on to the next requested idea. Now this person here requested the idea of this front area I'm staring at right now being a plain runway, because of course these are planes. Basically this section right here could just be a runway, which indeed would split up these two areas quite well. I like it. Let's go with asphalt for this one and start painting this ground here. I'm not sure if this will look amazing at first, but we'll see. Here you go, kind of like that. This corner here we gotta fix later, but so far this isn't looking too bad. It's really just these corners that need some fixing. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, we make short work of that. Here you go. Then the same thing on the other side here. This looks nice. I like it. Of course, we're also gonna need the white stripes, so let's start right on this side. These aren't gonna be perfectly on grid because this isn't a perfect quarter circle, sadly. Actually, this seems to work just fine. Okay, that's not bad. Now it just looks like a road, however, although they kind of do look like roads. The only difference is they have some of these larger blocks on them as well. And then finally, there's these kinds of stripes, which are really just the finishing touch here. Check that out. See, this instantly looks better. I like it. I am going to add these red blinking lights, however, the indication lights of where the road actually is. Not that there's gonna be any airplanes, but you get the idea. It's a fun detail, so let's go for it. Let's make this guy red. And then we simply put this on blink, and as you can see, it's now blinking. Beautiful. I'm gonna add a few of those around this line, and then we should be pretty much golden. Then the next request also has to do with this ride. I should call it Top Gun, which is a fantastic idea, but even better yet, Top Gun Cruise. Because it's a plane cruise, and at the same time, it's Tom Cruise's movie, and it's Top Gun. I can't believe I actually tried to explain that. Let's put an image panel right here so we can actually get to work.
Opening Photoshop.
I have quite a lovely idea for this, actually. First, we're obviously gonna need the Top Gun logo if it allows this, but I guess we'll see. And right below it, we simply put cruise like this. Or actually, wait a second. Why not do this? And then around that, let's make a metal plate that kind of covers the back of it. Put the texture inside, here you go. We'll make that a little bit darker, maybe, something like this. And a tiny bit of a drop shadow as well, just like so. I feel like this is fine. Nothing too crazy, nice and simple. Let's export it. Okay, let's go try it out. And, oh, but that is lovely on another level though, isn't it? I like it a lot. Yes. Yeah, that is sick. Well, on to the next idea. Maybe rocks, but first I need a drink. Ugh. Wait a minute. For those wondering, this is whatever the hell this is, and it tastes really strange. But I guess, let's place a rock. Honestly, I really don't want to, so let's just, kind of, you know, there you go. By the way, did you notice how, you know, the supports are not finished, but a lot of these supports here are actually done magically. Like they just kind of appeared and they were there. It's magical. I didn't spend hours and hours and hours on this off screen at all. Doesn't it just look fire though? I mean, this is a complete mess, but the rest, I mean, it looks amazing. Especially this bit on the front right here. I love it. A little idea I personally want to add in this video of ideas is some more signs. Literally everywhere, just signs saying do not trespass, or signs saying, you know, maybe a menu for this little drink stall. Fun entrance signs that actually have the logos on them instead of just using a very generic, boring, you know, thing. So let's go and do that.
Opening Photoshop.
This photo right here is kind of to indicate the size of what the sign is going to be like. So let's see. I guess something like this wouldn't be too bad. They really shouldn't be that big. It's just really small little signs. Let's begin with a very simple entrance sign for the Top Gun cruise ride. Maybe just kind of like this. And below that, enter in, of course, the exact same kind of font. Here you go. Maybe we can do like a funky color. Or just red, because the rest is red as well. Kind of like that, I suppose. And on the side, I will put an arrow to make sure people go in the right direction. That right there looks pretty sweet to me. Let's import it, but first make some more, of course. Let's go and make a menu sign for the Wild West entrance stall thing, sort of thing. And we can even use the actual Roblox wood texture. The only thing, of course, is the color. We're gonna have to guess that. Just make a nice brown kind of color like this. Gonna put some stuff on, like cola, and let's see, coffee. Let's do Fanta as well, I guess. Then as far as beer goes, you already know we only have Heineken. Tab water, which is gonna be ridiculously expensive. Tea? I mean, who drinks tea? All of these are gonna be ridiculously expensive. Let's just make a coffee like, I don't know, $10. And tea is gonna be $99.99 because if you're gonna drink tea here, I mean, you may as well just go home. And hot chocolate's going to be €1 because that's for nice people. Let's add the same black kind of stroke to that. And then we have a lovely sign. I'm also baffled that I don't have a small movie park sticker yet. So let's make that just like this. Very simple. I can spread these around here and there. Could be fun. Well, let's go try it out. First, we're going to put the menu in here. Let's see if this is going to work. And let's enable transparency. There it is. Now we just have to position it in the right spot, which is right about here, I think is nice. I like it. I like it. And also the same exact thing outside here in one of those, what do you call those? I'll just build it. I'll show you. My English vocabulary is shining as always. Here you go. 2 of these cylinders right next to it. And that should make for a pretty nice little sign there. And let's also try the entrance for this ride. Here you go, nice and small. That looks fun. We do need to put it in the right position though. Just really right here on top of that fence. Whoa, that that fits exactly. Okay, well that's pretty good. And then for this sort of stuff, I can use the movie park one to just add details like this. Now this is an official movie park crate. Can you believe it? I'm really just having some fun with this. I made another one, or actually a few. There you go, kind of like that. Isn't that fun? I like it. And obviously I made even more, so let's add those as well. This one is called Danger Zone. There you go. Dude, this looks sick. I love it. I have another wild idea. What if on these trash cans we put the logo as well? Like that. That's very tiny. But I do suppose it's a pretty fun little detail. It just sticks out. That's the sad part. But we can always add a circle right behind it. Seems like a lot of work, but it does look funky, I guess. So, oh well. Now on to the next and final idea for today. You should add like a wagon or something being robbed by outlaws, or just something with outlaws would be cool. Well, let's go for it. And I actually know the perfect spot. This right here. Are we going to use the basic track? No, because it's too small, I feel like. We will simply make our own, but first the wagon, because this just seems a bit easier. And said wagon, of course, is going to be robbed by outlaws. Clearly, this needs to be the very old Western wagon design, so I'm gonna try and get that done. Hopefully that's gonna work out the way it does in my mind. Starting right here, this is gonna be the lower base, so to speak. It is going to be about this high, I think. It's pretty good. Now let us close up the front and end already. Seems like a good plan. These wagons often have these kind of rounded tops, so let's do that as well. Just kind of pretty much exactly like I'm doing right now. I feel like half the stuff I say I shouldn't have to explain, but I do it anyway. This right here is going to be one of these sliding doors, and we simply have to add a bunch of detail, obviously. I feel like this will end up looking really nice. I just have that gut feeling, you know? Let's close up this with these planks, adding some real gaps between them. Also very uneven to make it look older. There you go. Oh. Look at that. On the side here, let's put one of these ladders. Seems handy if you want to get on top of the train. And this is the kind of ladder that's nice and rounded on the top. Here you go. I have noticed that there you go has become here you go, and I'm not sure what I think of it. Here you go. There you go. Here you go. Oh my god. This is looking fire though. As for the wheels below, let's kind of see how we're gonna do that. I think this isn't actually too bad. Just a very simple wheel design, but it does the job. I only hope the item limit isn't gonna be a problem though. I'm really just trying to match some details I see on reference material, so that's what this is. I am very satisfied with the way this looks. This came out a lot better than I thought. Then let's put a little track underneath to really finish that up. Are you kidding me? To really finish that off, I was gonna say, but I guess right there, there's too many items. Maybe we can put a rock there? No, of course not, because there's too many items. Sometimes I just say such dumb shit, like it's ridiculous. Maybe if I push it far enough into the ground, it can actually work. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. I have no idea how the hell we're gonna put some actual guys here then, though. Oh, sorry. And then at the end here, the train track is all messed up. It's all bent. Completely unusable. There you go. I think this looks absolutely fantastic right here. I suppose this train could be carrying some of these barrels because, you know, it has to be carrying something. So let me just stack these up. And of course, also some gold, because why else would it be robbed? You know? Here you go. That is just amazing. I suppose we could put myself in here as kind of the protector of the train, like that. And then we just need some bandits that are attacking it. I have no idea how to make that look nice because they obviously, you can't pose them That's kind of sad. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a challenge for another day. I think we did quite some nice updates to this whole thing, including, of course, the ginormous carousel here. So yeah, if you have any further ideas like these for another episode, make sure to let me know down below in the comments, and then I guess for today, that's it. If you like this video, make very sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single video, and then I hope I'll see you in the next episode.